Did you know that Quito, the capital of Ecuador, stands at an elevation of 2,850 meters above sea level, making it the second highest official capital city in the world? This lofty location gives Quito a unique climate and offers breathtaking panoramic views that are truly unparalleled. The thin air and clear skies often create a dreamlike atmosphere, making every moment in this city a memorable one. Now that we've touched on Quito's unique geographical position, let's dive into its rich history. Quito's history is as high-reaching as its altitude, with its roots tracing back to the first millennium. This city, nestled high in the Andes, was once home to the Quito tribe, who established the area as a significant ceremonial center. The Quito people were skilled artisans with pottery and intricate jewelry that displayed their deep connection with nature and the cosmos. But, as with many civilizations, change was inevitable. In the 10th century, the Caras tribe, known for their military prowess, invaded the Quito lands. They brought with them a new cultural influence, introducing their own traditions and practices. Despite the invasion, the Caras and Quito people eventually intermingled, creating a unique cultural fusion that is still evident in Quito today. However, the city's history took a dramatic turn with the arrival of the Incas in the 15th century. The Incas, with their vast empire and sophisticated societal systems, were a force to be reckoned with. Under their rule, Quito flourished, becoming an important administrative and military center. The city was adorned with palaces, temples and plazas reflecting the prosperity and grandeur of the Incan era, but this prosperity was short-lived. As the Spanish conquistadors began their invasion of the Incan Empire, a fierce Incan warrior named Rumanahui took a stand. Rumanahui, unwilling to let the city fall into the hands of the invaders, made a drastic decision. He ordered the destruction of the city. Buildings were razed, treasures were hidden, and the once thriving city of Quito was left in ruins. This was not the end of Quito, though. From the ashes of the old city, a new city was ready to rise. The ruins of this ancient city were soon to be the foundation of a new city. On the ruins of the old city on December 6, 1534, the Spanish founded the city of San Francisco de Quito. As the Spanish conquistadors set foot on this land, they sought to establish a new city, laying the foundation for what would become a significant outpost in the Spanish Empire. The Spanish conquest was not without resistance, and yet the Spanish influence would leave an indelible mark on the city's culture, architecture, and history. The Spanish, led by Sebastián de Benalcázar, recognized the strategic location of Quito. Nestled amidst the Andes, this city would serve as a gateway to the Incan Empire, a treasure trove of gold and silver. Thus, Quito was transformed from an ancient city into a colonial epicenter. The city was meticulously planned following the traditional Spanish grid pattern, with a central plaza surrounded by government and religious structures. This design reflects the Spanish vision of an organized and orderly society, a vision that still shapes the cityscape of modern-day Quito. The Spanish not only brought architectural designs, but also their language, religion, and customs. The Spanish language took root, merging with indigenous tongues to form a unique dialect. Catholicism was introduced, leading to the construction of opulent churches and monasteries, each a testament to the fervor of faith and the grandeur of Spanish colonial architecture. The cultural influence of the Spanish is seen in every nook and cranny of Quito, from the cobblestone streets of the historic center to the ornate wooden balconies that jut out from pastel-colored houses to the stunning churches that dot the cityscape. The Spanish legacy is ever present. But this was not a one-way exchange. The Spanish were also influenced by the indigenous cultures, leading to a unique blend of traditions that formed the cultural fabric of Quito. And though the Spanish rule was a period of intense upheaval, it was also a time of cultural fusion, giving birth to a city that is as diverse as it is vibrant. Quito's journey didn't stop there, it was only just beginning. The Spanish rule in Quito was not to last forever. The winds of change were blowing across South America. As the 18th century dawned, the city of Quito found itself in the throes of a fierce struggle. The fight for independence from Spain was not merely a political battle, but a fight for identity, for self-determination, for the right to chart one's own course. Quito played a pivotal role in this struggle. The city became a hotbed of revolutionary activity, a beacon of resistance against Spanish colonial rule. The Quitanians, brave and resolute, yearned for freedom, and they were willing to fight for it. In August of 1806, the first cries of independence rang out from Quito. It was a daring move, a bold declaration of defiance against the Spanish crown. Though this first attempt was swiftly crushed by the Spanish, the seed of revolution had been planted. The fight for freedom continued, fueled by the indomitable spirit of the Quitanians. In 1822, after years of relentless struggle, the Battle of Pichincha took place on the slopes of the Pichincha volcano near Quito. The victory in this battle was a decisive moment that marked the end of Spanish rule in Quito and paved the way for the formation of Gran Colombia. Quito, once a center of Spanish colonial power, was now the capital of a new nation, Ecuador. A free city and a free nation, Quito had fought for and won its independence. The city had been reborn, its identity no longer defined by colonial rule but by its own history, its own struggles, and its own triumphs. The fight for independence was a defining chapter in Quito's history. It shaped the city's character, forged its spirit of resilience, and left an indelible mark on its cultural identity. The legacy of this struggle is still evident today in the city's vibrant culture, its proud heritage, and its enduring spirit of independence. Quito's struggle for independence has shaped its character and left a lasting mark on its cultural identity. From ancient ruins to a vibrant, modern city, Quito has come a long way. Located high in the Andean foothills, Quito is a city that seamlessly blends the old with the new, tradition with innovation. It's a city where colonial architecture stands side by side with towering skyscrapers, where cobbled streets give way to bustling highways. In recent years, Quito has seen a surge in growth. Its economy is thriving, with industries such as manufacturing, construction, and retail driving its expansion. But despite its rapid development, the city has managed to retain its unique cultural identity. From the music that echoes down its streets, to the art that adorns its walls, Quito is a city that celebrates its roots while embracing the future. Tourism, too, has played a key role in shaping modern-day Quito. Each year, the city welcomes throngs of visitors, drawn to its rich history, breathtaking landscapes, and vibrant culture. Whether they're exploring the city's historic center, hiking in the surrounding mountains, or sampling traditional Ecuadorian cuisine, tourists in Quito are treated to a unique and unforgettable experience. But perhaps one of the most notable aspects of Quito is its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Declared in 1978, Quito was one of the first cities in the world to receive this honor. And it's not hard to see why. With its stunning colonial architecture, well-preserved historical sites, and rich cultural heritage, Quito is a city that truly deserves to be preserved for future generations to appreciate. Yet the city is not merely resting on its laurels. Quito continues to evolve and innovate, always looking forward while honoring its past. From its booming tech sector to its thriving art scene, Quito is a city that's not just living in the present, but also shaping the future. Quito, a city with a rich past and a promising future. A city that's as dynamic and diverse as the landscape that surrounds it. A city that welcomes the world with open arms, inviting us all to share in its remarkable journey. From high up in the Andes, Quito tells a tale as old as time. A tale that begins in the clouds where this unique city is nestled. Quito's geographical location, perched 2 miles above sea level, gifts it with breathtaking views and a climate that defies the tropical stereotype. But the tale of Quito is much more than its location. It's a tale of ancient origins, a story of a civilization that predates even the mighty Incas. The Quito culture, a people who thrived in these highlands, laid the foundations of the city we know today. Then came the Spanish conquest, bringing a new chapter to Quito's tale, a chapter filled with grand cathedrals and Baroque architecture, forever changing the face of this ancient city. But the tale didn't end there. The fight for independence was a pivotal moment in Quito's story. The city's struggle and eventual triumph is a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people, a spirit that can still be felt in the bustling streets of modern Quito. Today, Quito stands as a vibrant blend of old and new, a city proud of its heritage yet never standing still, a city where ancient traditions mingle with the hustle and bustle of modern life. Quito, a city that continues to stand tall, proud of its heritage and ready for its future.